Happy Thumbs Gaming. Big show.
What's up, everybody? It's Brian with Happy Thumbs Gaming, and today we have another LEGO Marvel Avengers video for you. This happens to be hub number 1, the S.H.I.E.L.D. base free roam. That's right, we're switching it up. We've gotten all of the story and the free play bits done, and we're moving on into the hub sections, or as we like to call them, free roam. And we're going to start off by getting all 7 gold bricks. We're going to freely, as well as pick up 2 vehicle tokens for completing 2 races, and we're going to get 10 character tokens. So if you're like us, you've probably left the game and returned, and once you return, it's going to drop you right in Manhattan, which you could very well start your free roam process in. But we're going to go to kind of the bonus levels, so to speak, the bonus hubs, the small little guys, then we're going to come back and take on Manhattan in its fullest. So you're going to head to space, and you're going to look for this little S.H.I.E.L.D. flag, and as you can see, all the collectibles are there, and keep in mind, you do get a gold brick for freeing Lee. So, you know, there may be some quick links that only show, you know, 1 less gold brick than what we told you, but that's because you're going to get one for freeing Lee. All right, as soon as you land, we're going to take about 5 steps forward, and we see this little red circle that we can interact with. We're going to do that and actually cues off a battle here with Korvac, who happens to be our first character token. So this is pretty simple. You just have to avoid his giant butt pounces, the old butt slams. But other than that, you just got to get up close and personal and, you know, give him the old pow right in the kissa. As you can tell, there is kind of this weird little force field kind of around us, kind of encapsulating us into this battle. But you can see it's pretty simple. It looks like both some rockets and some punches actually get the job done. So maybe there's like some time constraints of how much damage you can do to him, like how quickly. But regardless, stick with it. Just get up close and personal and keep pressing that attack button. And eventually, you'll remove all of his hearts. And it seems like he's the most vulnerable when he does the old butt slam. But look at that, character token 1 is officially ours. So we got lots of those lock symbols to get removed, but we'll get there, I promise. So we're going to backtrack, and we're going to kind of go clockwise around this map. And we're going to do that by starting off with the Human Torch, who's just standing right here. So what we've done is taken a few steps backwards from where we've started, or turned around and ran back and gone to the right. And, all right, so we're going to go ahead and help him out. He basically just says he needs some help fighting off some bad guys. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And it turns out I think there's 20 guys that we have to fend off for him. But yes, we'll accept this mission. And hopefully we don't self-destruct here in a minute. But, all right, we've got, let's see here, 4 of 20 so far. And I got to be honest, you know, you use whoever you want to use. But these rockets do some pretty sweet damage. Sometimes 2 and 3 guys at a time. Somebody like the Hulk or another big with like a big clapper and attack of a giant, you know, ground pound or something like that would also be very effective against multiple baddies at once. But we're going to go ahead and quickly get through all 15 of these guys. We're going to collect our token, and then we're actually going to head down towards the bottom left where that green goo is. All right, so here we go. We got him. We've got it all. And, hey, speaking of getting them all, hey, if you're in a hurry to find something, we do offer quick links down below. So let's say you're just needing some gold bricks from this area. Rather than watch all the character tokens and all the stuff we get in between, why not just use those quick links to get to the items you need? And that's what they're there for, so all right, we have officially saved the original Human Torch, and we're going to move over to the left corner of the area here. And, you know, I tried to cheat this by flying over the green goo, but nope, doesn't work. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch to a character that has kind of the invincibility. He's going to go right through this green goo, and I don't think it matters which Hulk you use, but once you get through, you will have to switch to a character that isn't big to go ahead and flip that switch. So we just go back to the old Puny Banner, and yeah, we flip that switch. The top comes off. Nice little convertible area for us. And once the top's down, go ahead and make your way up the ladder and pick up the Chase character token. So 3 tokens down. All right, this one was kind of tricky. I won't lie. I had to start this all over again because of this one. So this is actually my 2nd attempt at this, and it was just because I wasn't thinking. You need to use an acrobatic character, and I had Captain America out. But see, I was flying up and landing on the switch and then switching to Captain, and it just wasn't working for me. So we're going to switch to the Black Widow and use these twirly poles on the back of this building. Use them on the left side to get to the middle platform here, and there are 2 switches. We're actually going to press them both. It is important that you are stealth, and that's kind of the reason why it's important to use the Black Widow as opposed to, you know, Captain America or somebody else with the agility ability. But once you get both of those switches flipped in the middle and both pressure switches flipped on the right and left sides, booyakashow, Union Jack character token becomes available via the little box up on the roof there. So, all right, speaking of roof, we're going to head over to the left-hand side of that and look down. Ooh, look at that. It's so shiny. It's so shiny, I must murder it. There's a little meme we saw a long time ago, the little kitty that looks just like our kitty, Emmett. All right, but cosmic bricks or black Lego bricks, depending on what you want to call them, we're going to go ahead and manipulate them with Ultimate Ultron. He just kind of shakes them up a little bit, and look at that. Give it the old shakedown for the gold brick. So we got our first gold brick of the area, and look at that. Our next one is right here, too. So we're going to just fly up and over that ledge and get outside and kind of to the middle area of this level here. And ooh, this one's kind of tricky. So it's kind of a time-based thing. First of all, you have to walk up to the lever for the little circle to appear. Then you have to appropriately time it so that the little arrow points to the green section where the green section of the pie chart there. If you get both of them flipped correctly, it will open up and reveal the gold brick. And it is a little bit of a timing thing, so maybe try to time it a little early because it takes a half a second or so for that little arrow to move into place. All right, once you get that guy, this one's kind of tricky too. You got to fly to the rooftop just across from where we just were. It's actually just right up above and across the street. And we're going to choose Loki. I know there's a couple of characters that can turn water into ice, but Loki's the only one that we know that you should have for completing the story, and you didn't have to purchase him or nothing. Not that money's an object at this point, but as you can see, I got a little bit of a funny angle going here, and it's not responding to my freezing. So I go ahead and I'm like, all right, this does work, right? I know I used it in free play, but all right, so I freeze this guy, and that totally works. All right, so we're good there. And then there's another puddle over here, so I'm going to go ahead and freeze this guy. And to be honest with you, my notes said freeze the puddle and disrupt the power of the machine. So I didn't think either of these two had anything to do with it, and turns out they don't. But go ahead and jump up on the pipe. That's probably going to give you a better angle, and you might have to reposition yourself at least once. As you can see, I started to grow the ice, but then it stopped, even though I hadn't moved or changed my aim at all. But again, so you might have to move a little bit. You'll know you got it when the camera pans down and shows you the gold brick and the laser beams removing, giving us access inside to that gold brick. Now, it's a little bit of a long cinematic scene, especially since we have this video slightly sped up. So that was a long look at a gold brick that, you know, we were going to get anyway. So, all right. Next in line is it's not a race. It's this dude back here. It's the damage control guy. So just a construction worker. He's got a quest for us where we need to go around and help him find, he kind of almost acts like we need to protect him. See, look, it says running around after the explosion, but there's piles of debris. So what we need to do is basically follow him around and kind of guide him. I guess that's what he's asking for, the bird's eye view. Yes, we accept this mission. We're going to go ahead and show him where all of these dig spots are. And to be honest with you, it's pretty stinking easy. They're on your map down there, as we just showed you by checking out the hint there. You might find yourself switching to a flying character. That might help you get to these spots a little bit easier, and you will also find some of them are on the ground and some of them are up in, like, on the roof or up high. So basically just get next to one of these items and he'll come in and just jackhammer, and he'll go ahead and destroy that debris, and then we just got to make our way around and find all of the rest of them. So bear with me, as this map was, you know, like I said, it's real easy to find, but there's some that are kind of, like this one. This one's in between. It's not on the ground floor. It's not on the roof. It's in between. So make your way in there. And that was really weird. He was getting his jackhammering on outside, and it didn't look like he was connected to that pile of debris at all, but it worked for us. So here's the next one here. Jackhammer. All right, we got that. And all right, so now this next one is down around the corner, and it's pretty simple. It's well, it's actually on the rooftop. You can tell. So pay attention to these red circles too, because they actually indicate when you get close enough with a little arrow if they're either up or down from your positioning. So we'll try to show you on this next one over here as we fly up and over across the rooftops. And you know, they're nice because a lot of these are on gray, like asphalt or cement, and you know, the brown really contrasts. So this one was kind of tricky too, down around the corner here. And all right, last but not least, the final one is right around the corner here, back on the street. So this is also important to note, this area, because we're going to return to this for a race, for a couple of character tokens, and maybe even a gold brick. I don't remember. All right, but all right, the final one. Jackhammer. And now he walks up and he says, "Hey, thanks, man." And there we go. I don't think you have to fly anywhere or do anything. It just takes a second for him to recognize that you've completed the task for him. And all right. Next in line is going to be a vehicle token. So we're going to fly back over to where we just got this guy initiated. And we're going to go ahead and start that race. So these races are pretty simple as long as you know the path. And a good thing for us, it actually gives us a little bit of a, I don't know, I wouldn't call it GPS or nothing, but it certainly gives us a nice little indication of where the next one will be. So yeah, we're just going to run through these. And as you can see, we go through one and another one pops up. It's kind of hard to see because the space is kind of confined right now, but there you can see it's got a little glow showing us where the next one's going to be. And this helps out a lot. And you know what? I highly recommend, you know, I used a slowpoke here. I mean, Thor is almighty and all, but he isn't necessarily the fastest character. And there is an option where I believe you press the circle or B button, and your character does run a little faster, especially like Quicksilver. You know, somebody like him, he's got fast feet, and you push that circle or B button, and he takes off. He goes into Pune status, like literally, like Pune. He's gone. So, yeah, if you're having troubles, if you find yourself not being able to complete this with a normal character like Thor, or, you know, maybe even somebody like the Hulk, he's a little bigger, and he can run. His little trot's a little faster. But, you know, we complete it with Thor, which I don't think he's got any extra speed on him at all. But, booyakashow, we get that shield 4x4, so we can go ahead and do some mudding now. And as we fly right back over to where the race started, right beyond that, kind of right where we got that middle ground debris pile there, there's this guy in the back here. And who are you? I don't recognize you. Oh, look at that. It's Agent Sitwell. And we're going to go ahead and do a short little quest for him. And this is actually going to give us the character token for Agent Sitwell. So that's nice. And basically, he's got some guys that are out in the field that they're rookie agents. So we got to go find them. They're not necessarily sure if they've been lost in the field, if they know where they're going or what. But it turns out there's 4 guys we got to find. And you know what? It's really simple. Unlike some previous LEGO games where you go on a quest for, you know, different guys or whatnot, it actually shows us where they are too. So there are a few that are kind of tricky. Like this guy's kind of in the dark up there, and his character color is fairly dark too. So it's kind of hard to see. But, you know, then the next guy over here, he's pretty much out in the open. Psych. He's hiding big time. He's all the way up on the roof. And he's on, I don't remember if this is the guy. I think there's a guy like right on the corner ledge. I can't remember if this is him or if it's the next one. Yep, there he is. See, look, he's right on that corner ledge. Oh, no. Sorry, that's not him. My bad. He's on the corner, but not on the ledge corner. This next one, you know, I would say is really tricky, but if you've been back here, you probably noticed that there wasn't grapple hooks on this box to begin with. So that's kind of a dead giveaway. So we'll switch on over to Hawkeye and use his grappling ability to go ahead and rip off this box side here. And I believe you do need to do them both. You might just need to rip off the right one, or I guess once the left one finally stopped flashing, he was there. But all right, so we got 3 of the 4. Now, this 4th one, this final guy, here's the one that I was talking about where he's kind of standing off to the back corner edge. And we're looking. Oh, no, you know what? I'm totally wrong. I'm thinking of another quest altogether. My bad. So there was that one guy kind of on the rooftop hiding. The second, okay, we're all caught up. Let's not re-talk all those again. Let's just go ahead and use this scan point over here, which is right where the final little red bleep is. And I'm like, oh, is that you? Nope, it's not you. So we're going to go ahead and use the scan. Beep, boop, boop, beep, boop, boop. And once we get that scanned up, it's going to actually give us a S.H.I.E.L.D. access terminal, if I remember correctly. It might just open the door. I think it's a S.H.I.E.L.D. access terminal door. All right, where's that final one? Oh, yeah, look at that. We got, oh, it's just a pressure-weighted switch. Easy peasy. All right, it opens up the door, and there he is. Go ahead and press the icon indicated to go ahead and rescue the final guy. And now make your way back over to Agent Sitwell. And we'll go ahead and talk to him, and he'll kick down with a character token for himself. That's awfully nice. That's very unselfish of him. All right, hi. Look, we all wave. Hey. That's nice. Everybody's so kind. Almost a little too kind. Certainly a timed action there, huh? Hi. Hey. What's going on, guys? What's up? What's up? All right, so, yeah, we've returned this. He gives us a nice little speech. He thanks us for our time, and like I said, he gives us the character token. So, moving along now, we got the next guy. How do you say this guy's name? Is it Ragnarok? Am I saying that right, or is it Ragnarok? Because, I mean, it kind of could go either way, depending on, you know, anyhow. All right, right down and around the corner, we just followed the little garage pathway out, kind of the exit of the parkade there. And right at the base, there's this little gold wall. So we're going to go ahead and melt that with our heat ray. And once it's melted, we actually find ourselves making our way inside. But there's kind of a weird camera issue in here, at least for us there was. So eventually we get a decent little angle here, and we fire one of our sonar arrows to go ahead and rip open that glass box, which gives us the character token for Ragnarok. I don't know. All right, so you can see here, we're going to freely. And this one's really simple. There's simply a S.H.I.E.L.D. access terminal over here just to the right of this elevator that's stuck. We're going to use that with the S.H.I.E.L.D. character. It opens up the door. He drops some studs for us and gives us the old check mark indicating that we have officially freed him. And look at that. We also get a gold brick as noted there, just in case you were confused about our gold brick count versus our quick link gold brick count, because they're going to be one off. You know what I'm saying? All right, right up above Stan, there is this room with a bunch of like laser protected rooms and, or I guess doorways. What we're going to do is we're going to switch on over to the Black Widow and go stealthy and walk right past those security cameras, which gives us access into this first room, and we can see there's a target in here. So we'll go ahead and target that, which actually removes another set of laser bars, and we can flip a switch, which actually deactivates the old security camera outside. Now, what this has done is it gives us access to bring in another character without needing the stealth ability, but really all we need to do is switch to Captain America, use this shield switch in here, and that'll go ahead and drop another wall of laser beams, and we'll flip that switch, which drops one last wall of laser beams, and we can slide on in there and grab that gold brick. Now, one thing I haven't commented on that I hadn't noticed until, you know, I guess this playthrough, was that when you grab a gold brick, there is this series of like this little cloud of hearts that kind of poofs out behind it. Watch as we grab the next one. It's kind of comical, but it's kind of questionable or suspect if you're asking me too. Like, I don't know if there's a little poof that's coming out of that gold brick or what, but all right, on the far end of this area, there is a door that has 3 little power nodes above it. We're going to actually power up those nodes by using 3 electric panels. The first one can be found right up on the left rooftop, right up above the door I'm speaking of. And we're going to go ahead and repair that shock panel with Iron Man or Tony Stark. There's plenty of people that can do it for you. So whatever your favorite repairer is, go ahead and do that. And then we're going to switch on over to Thor and charge up his hammer. And we're going to go ahead and pump it up. And as you can see, that is the first of 3. And we're going to go ahead and take a good look at that door here in a second. It's right below where we're standing. The second electric panel can be found over in the corner on the right, just to the right of the door. And this is actually hidden by some boxes. So smash the old S.H.I.E.L.D. boxes and reveal the panel and go ahead and charge up Thor or Black Widow or whoever your favorite electrocuted guy is. I guess he's not electrocuting guy. And, all right, so we got 2 of the 3. Now, this third one might be a little tricky. However, it's pretty easy. You just got to, look at that ricochet. You got to use your heat ray to melt this gold, I don't know what it is, some sort of a gold barrel or something up on the roof. Once you melt it down, it turns into some buildable bricks that can actually be built up into a shock panel, which happens to be the third and final one. So go ahead and charge up one last time and pump it up. And then we'll see that door go ahead and open up. Woohoo! So you can see all 3 power nodes are now lit up, and booyaka shout, it's raining studs. Hallelujah, go grab your gold brick. All right, no more singing. That was terrible. Or was it? I don't know. You be the judge. All right, so full confession here. We did mess this race up once, and you'll probably notice it in an edit right about now. Ooh, that was pretty good, but still noticeable. Anyhow, the reason I messed up is because this one little checkpoint coming up right after the next one. This next one right here, boom! I actually went too high and got stuck on that rooftop, and I couldn't get off. It wasn't a matter of, I mean, I had plenty of time to, like, you know, do a U-turn and come back and get it, but I was stuck there. So I went back and started over, but quickly I made it through on my second attempt, which kicks down with the old S.H.I.E.L.D. helicopter. Now, I don't know if some characters fly better than others. Thor seems to be a pretty good flyer, so we recommend trying him out if you're having troubles with others. All right, now just wrapping around the corner. Remember, we're doing a clockwise motion around this area here. We're going to go ahead and go up on this little stairwell up top here. And on top, not quite on the roof, but right up above or below the roof and on the second floor, there is this shield switch. Use Captain Switch to go ahead and open up the gate, which gives us a silver box. Destroy it with Iron Man or your favorite silver brick breaker, and that'll actually go ahead and give us a gold brick. So we've got a little second or two here of just kind of messing about. Oh, and look at that. I accidentally bought Hawkeye. Talk about quick fingers. I moved so fast to Hawkeye's position, and I pressed the X button, which actually was supposed to select Hawkeye, but instead I moved to a spot that I had not purchased the character yet. So I got the classic Hawkeye suit now. I'm sure this was a character token we unlocked during the free play, but I don't exactly remember, but... All right, so you can see there's a guy inside this building here, right below where we use the shield switch. We're going to go ahead and use a digging character on that digging spot, and that actually somehow removes, well, it gives us a switch. We flip the switch, and that removes the old laser beams that prevent us from getting into this room and speaking to Agent Williams. Simply walk in and talk to Agent Williams by hitting the icon indicated, and he's going to send us out on a little task here. If I'm being honest, it's a pretty simple task. And yes, we'll accept the mission, but we just have to find these 4 items for him. And look at that, it's a rubber ducky. Rubber ducky, you're the one. Oh, I promised no singing, and I was singing again. Dang it, my bad. All right, we're going to fly up on the rooftop, kind of behind where we just started from. And in the back corner, right behind the race start, there is the first item that we're going to grab. I'm not exactly sure what it was. The second one is going to be found down around, kind of on the ground here, if I remember right. Got to go one more level down. And inside, no, inside, not up top. Yeah, I flew around too fast. All right, inside, and nope, down on the ground. That's right. It's in this little room, I believe. Yep, that's right. We got to destroy some boxes. There we go. All right. All right, now the next one we're just going to follow around. It is actually needing to be found in the ground. So choose your favorite character with the digging ability and go ahead and lift up this weird little box here. Press the icon indicated, which goes ahead and opens it up, and it actually gives us the 3rd item we needed. So that was a little bit peculiar. And this next one's actually inside. No, it's up top on the roof. I can see it. It's right up there above where Agent Sitwell was, and right there by the old Quinjet. Once you have all 4 of the items, return back to Agent Williams and then speak to him, and he'll go ahead and kick down with the character token for Hazmat, which I believe we already have the Agent Williams token. I could be wrong. And at some point, we're going to go ahead and purchase all of the characters. In fact, we might even do a video for that, just depending on what you guys think, if you guys would like to see that or not. I mean, that's a lot of money we're going to spend, a lot of studdage to go ahead and buy all those characters. And maybe we'll run around and do like one of those all characters videos where we talk about them all. Just depends on what's going on with other games and what you guys want to see. All right. We're going to fly around to just to the right of where we started, actually. And we got M.O.D.O.K over here who has a mission for us. So we're going to go ahead and accept his mission. And it's going to take us back to around the corner, kind of where we just were. And there's some things that need to be addressed now that we've spoke to M.O.D.O.K. So if you already spoke to him and you maybe already, who knows, maybe you've already opened this mission and that stuff's already available for you. Probably not, though, if you're following along. And that being the case, yes, we'll accept his mission. This one's kind of a long one, and it's one of the last ones. In fact, I think there's only one more quest after this. So we're going to fly up onto the roof and then drop down onto the 2nd level over here. You'll notice that there's some bricks indicating some telekinesis needed. So we pulled out the old Scarlet Witch, the Vision, and a few other characters also have the telekinetic abilities. But go ahead and shake that box up, and it's actually going to do this weird camera pan thing here, and it's going to show us this box inside and give us some buildable bricks outside. And so the goal here is basically we need to get inside and interact with that giant box, but we got to do some things to do that first. All right, so we've built up the bricks on top, and it actually gave us a S.H.I.E.L.D. access terminal. So we scanned with a S.H.I.E.L.D. character. Iron Man will do the trick for you. And, oh, look at that. We've got an opportunity to do a Hydra scan, too. That's probably just going to give you some studdage. We're not too worried about that. We got plenty of studs. So we're going to go down, and we notice that the guy inside actually has a little mind control icon above his head. So we're going to walk up with the Vision and control him, make him walk over and flip that button. And then, against our will, it makes the guy walk outside and stand next to M.O.D.O.K, and now it gives us access to a techno panel. And I totally messed this up. Look at that. So basically, there's this star spinning around, and you want to match it up with the star on the outside of the circle, as you can see there. Same thing with the other shapes. Just simply match the correct shape with the area, and once you get all three correctly in one try, it will light up this box and lift open, and it looks like there's an Ultron in there. Why do we want an Ultron? But now, oddly enough, M.O.D.O.K wants us to take a selfie with him and the Hulk. So basically, you just got to wait a second for the icon to appear. I did not wait long enough, and I flew up thinking it was going to be up top. But you just have to simply switch to the Hulk now and walk into the icon that's right next to M.O.D.O.K in there and press the icon indicated. And booyakashal, he pulls out his Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge. That's right. I guess it's the the S6 Edge Plus. My bad. And the selfie gets taken with that extra wide-angled front camera there. And M.O.D.O.K gets all excited, and then he realizes, wait a minute, he doesn't have internet privileges. He's not able to upload his selfie to share it with the world. So, no Facebook for you. But we got the M.O.D.O.K token, and guess what? As we promised, there was only one more character token left, and it happens to be Firebird, which is down and around in this back corner where I told you we were going to return to at some point. And look at that. Coincidentally, we happen to have Hulk already out for these green handles. So we're going to walk up, rip open the door, and guess what? The character token is right inside. Make your way in there and collect it, which actually wraps up all the collectibles for this area. Now, because there isn't a map or any kind of thing that we can access to look at or an area, the only way we can look to see collectibles is in space, right? So unless there's something I don't know about, if there's an area you can check like the collectibles for this, it's like I thought if I hit start that maybe it would show the area. Nope, it only shows the overall collectibles. So we're going to take off into space and just go verify real quick that we did get everything. And booyakashow. Look at that. We got them all. So woo to the who. We got them all. And we are off and running with the old Hubba Bubbas. And we got plenty more to come. I think there's 6 more actual hub areas and then Manhattan, which I think we're going to break down into like 7 or 8 areas. I think we got it all figured out, but it's all going to depend on these missions and how they pop up and stuff. So we got our fingers crossed. We're hoping it's all going to work out. We're hoping you're going to follow us along and make the journey with us. So, hey, if you guys have any questions or comments, of course, head on over to our social pages like Facebook, Twitter, or simply comment, vote, subscribe down below. HappyThumbsGaming.com is available for your viewing pleasure. Of course, we got product and gaming reviews as well as trophy achievement guides there. So some of you guys may like to print some things off and kind of use our lists as a checklist, and maybe you can cross things off as you go. Some of you guys like watching the videos and don't like to read as you play, so we're trying to make it available for everybody. I know we can't please everyone, but we're trying. So if you got any feedback for us or any suggestions, let us know. As for me, I got more Hubba Bubbas to do, so let's go ahead and roll out. As always, until next time,